Well, hello everybody. As you can see, Erron is on the screen, and you know what that means. This is going to be an Erron Black matchup guide. Obviously I'm going to be using Shao Kahn here to help you guys try and defend against Erron's shenanigans, let's say, because they are shenanigans. He's just a bit too good in my opinion. But this guide will kind of serve as any character could be in the place of Shao Kahn. I'm just using Shao Kahn as he's my main character to try and help you try and overcome what Erron's doing at most times. Some stuff to talk about first of all. Again, thank you for the support on the streams recently, really been appreciating that. It's just overwhelming. I'm really grateful that you guys stick around and you just support me as much as you do, which I really am thankful for. There will be another Combat League video up today as well, in addition to this Erron Black video, so look out for that. But with that said, thank you again guys, love you guys, and let's get into this matchup guide. In practice mode with Mr. Erron Black and Shao Kahn. Pimped out my Shao Kahn just for this video, of course, as I always do. And as you guys can probably tell, or may not tell, I have a new mic. So tell me how the mic sounds. So I can go really close to the mic like this and do some ASMR nonsense, or I can just commentate normally and not be a weirdo. Right, so Erron Black. I think the first thing we should talk about is his low pokes. So his down 1, his down 3, his down 4, and his sweep. Hold on. No, these are my moves. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not tagging my moves. What the hell? I know Kahn's moves already. And I'm pretty sure you guys know Kahn's moves already. So we're gonna go to Erron Black. We're gonna go to move list, and we're gonna go to here. There we go. Down 1, down 3, down 4, and sweep. Okay, so as we can see here, actually I should put the frame data on as well. Very unprofessional, I know. So his down 1, 6 frames, plus 10 on hit, which jails into a standing 2, which you can obviously launch off of, easy confirmed, into 311, into plus 23 on a knockdown, which is absolutely amazing. As you can see here, 6 frames, active for 1 frame, pretty damn good down 1 if you ask me. Now if we make Shao Kahn block here, you can see his down 1 is -4 on block. Now, taking the laws of frame data into account here, if I block a down 1, he's -4, meaning that if he does another down 1, I have 9 frames to interrupt that, because a 10 frame move will trade, because obviously 6 frames start up, and add an additional 4 frames to that, which equals 10 frames, because he's -4, meaning I'm +4 in this scenario, meaning his jab will essentially come out in 10 frames. Now, I'll demonstrate here. I'm going to record Erron doing a down jab on block. Wow, I'm so bad at this. And I'm going to try and forward 3. So like this is guaranteed. This will trade. Sorry, if I record him mashing down jab here. It should trade. Okay, I'm beating him out because he's doing it a bit too slow. Okay, there. That was a bit better. It should, in theory, trade, but as you can see, it's inconsistent. So, against Erron's down jab, I would just recommend that you do a down jab of your own to try and beat him out and then get some frame advantage and then do what you want. Do not, I mean, I know online it's really difficult, I can vouch for that, but just don't let Erron do these shenanigans on you. It's just, he shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be allowed. Now his down 3 is another stupid button. It's 7 frames and -2, and it has pushback like that. So, I mean, like, I don't even know how to counter Erron's down 3, because my down 1 don't reach, and my down 4 is too slow if he does it again. So, honestly, it's just, oh, it's such an amazing low poke. If we move to his down 4, as you can see, it's -3 in 8 frames and has ridiculous pushback. If he didn't walk forward there, I wouldn't be hitting him. So, again, just get a feel for what the Erron player is doing. You might want to backdash, get a whiff punish like that. Back 2 into shoulder, the classic. But for the most part, you just sort of want to feel Erron out. Because the thing about Erron's low pokes is they are absolutely broken. I was going to say stupid, but I needed a more impactful word. They are broken. So the way to deal with these is to not deal with them, basically. So if you see Erron do a low poke, other than a down one, because his down one's actually counterable, you can actually do a down one to combat his down one on block if you trust to mash. If he does a down 3 or a down 4, the pushback's too intense for Shao Kahn, but other characters like Cassie might be able to deal with it with her 9 frame mid, or Jackie, or what have you. So just look at your character's options, but for the most part, in terms of Shao Kahn's options, he can't really do much against a down 3 and down 4, so my recommendation would be to backdash and try to whiff punish if he tries another one, or a back 2 or whatever. Right, so that's Erron's low pokes done. Let me take them off the tag. Right, now we're going to go into Erron's... Actually, no, I should mention forward 4, actually. This move is absolute nonsense. I'm sure you know what forward 4 is, I don't need to. Now. No, I don't want to be Shao Kahn. Right, so practice options. Record. Okay. Right, so this move is -8. Now, you cannot jump out of this on block, so it's a true mix-up. However, if he does whiff the first hit, if he whiffs the boot drop, you can always grab him, regardless of if he does the gun or not. As you can see there, he always gets hit by the grab, because the grab is like a really true mid. So remember that. If he ever whiffs, you get a free grab every time, regardless if he has bar or not, which is amazing. Now if we look at the gun is -10. Meaning, in theory, I should be able to punish with a thing, down 4, but the pushback is so immense that you can't. It's just not worth it. So the only counter to this is just, if it whiffs, grab him. Apart from that, the move is just so good. As you can see there, every time, like, he's on the floor and the grab hits him, as you can see there. So use that to your advantage. For forward 4, I'd just probably recommend like staying on the tip of the range where it would whiff. Same thing as the slide, just block low, and then if you just react to the overhead, and if it whiffs, then get your free grab. And especially if you're a character that has escape failed throws, that's 31%, and in the case of Jax, 33% with full heat, so that's very good. What else? Okay, so we're going to talk about the infamous 2-1-2-1-2. Now if we see here, it's -7, but as the pushback on this string is absolutely immense. Look at that pushback. So I can't even, I can get a sweep. The way I can test this for the most part is a sweep, because it reaches and he can't do anything about this. Because the sweep is 13 frames and he's -7, so he can't do anything about this. So yeah, that punch is 8 frames. And look, he's being counter hit. So my answer to this is sweep for the most part. Or if you read that they're going to do another move, then just backdash. So like for example, if a common thing Errons like to do is 2-1-2-1-2 into down 4 to like try and eat up your challenge. If you read they're going to do that, obviously he didn't do the down 4. Why? Okay, well imagine he was doing the down 4. That's all you have to do to counter that with punish. But then again, it's a mix-up. He could just back up and do Scud shot or whatever. So don't always do that. Just again, feel out the Erron player. It's all about knowing the Erron player's tendencies, I feel. Knowing what they like to do and when they like to do it is very key in finding a good Erron black. let's go to another string that he's got. 4-3-2. Now this string is safe on block. It's -3, as you can see there for the frame data. However, it does have a flawless block gap. As you... Excuse me guys, I'm terrible. Yeah, alright, sorry guys, I was a bit whack there for a second. There we go. Good combo. With Kahn, the optimal is this. Off of a flawless block up 2. So get that ready if Erron tries to do this forward 3-2 shenanigan on you. It is always flawless blockable. So, and if he staggers this, it's -11. So you can easily punish it. I say easily. It's not a very easy stagger to react to. In theory, I can reversal throw punish it. So as you just saw there, but in general, just keep your flawless block ready. Always let go of block to try and flawless block, and then if he doesn't commit to the full string, punish him. That's like so. Make it hurt as well, because Erron doesn't deserve wins. I'm kidding. Erron's actually a quite sick character. Now we will move on to his infamous back 2-2-2. Now as you can see from the frame data, it's -15 and it has 2 overheads. So remember that, guys, it's 2 overheads. But it is -15, meaning I get easy punishes across the board. I can back 2, I can standing 1, I can standing 2. The punishes for me are endless. I can really choose what I want to do here because I have ages. The problem with this string is not even the string. With Scud shot, is that he can just make it safe. As you can see, it wasn't a punish, so he could block. So here, it's just whether you... Whenever an Erron does these cancels, you need to react to them. It's essential that you react to them. Do either a down 4 or a down 1, or you can, if you're for ballsy, you can throw if he's close enough. The pushback there is a bit immense, but you can throw if you're ballsy enough. But then the mix-up becomes, is he going to release the Scud shot? Which is a true block string. Like, you'll see me mashing here. It's a true block string, can't get out of that. But the Scud shot is -7, meaning it's your turn again. So sweep, back 2, dash up, grab if you're feeling ballsy. If they don't do a down 4 after the Scud shot, which is a classic setup. But essentially, it is your turn again after he does this. So do not allow an Erron to keep his turn once Scud shot is blocked. Now we're going to go over the mix-ups off of back 2. If I can do the string, that would help. So this slide here. So for this, you literally just block overhead and react to the low. You'll see I'm just standing, and then as soon as I see him move in for the slide, I'm pressing down. And the slide is like hella minus on block as well. So you get your max punish here. Look at that damage. 405. Wow, I'm missing the standing 4, I'm a noob. There you go. As you can see there, that's what you do. It's a fuzzyable mix-up, so always block high first and then react to the low. Now I am obviously, I've set him to do this sequence, but if he did the other sequence, I don't know how to mix this up properly, but as you can see there, it's quite easy to react to offline. Online, I can't say the same. Like you'll see, Erron Blacks, offline Erron Blacks, so like Hayate, Derpy, Tekken Master, they don't really use back 2 into slide that often because it's extremely unsafe and very reactable offline, I'd say. But like when I was at Versus fighting, not many Errons did it because it was, as I say, extremely reactable. So yeah, in that regard, you're just going to want to fuzzy it. So as I say, block high and then react to the low. Always. That's always how you do it. Online, it's a different story, I know, but try and get used to the timing. Lab it. Try and get used to the animation. Is what I'd recommend there. Now he also has this off of his slide, and you do the same off of his 2-1-2-1-2. I mean, you can do the same thing, just fuzzy it. and do your max damage punish. Obviously as Shao Kahn you get a reversal throw punish as well. And this 2-1-2-1-2 string, I should actually talk more about it. The last 2 hits are overhead. So he can obviously cancel the... See, that's 2 overheads there. So he can obviously cancel it there as well. But then you can just react to it. Like that. Obviously punish him immensely for it, of course, because you know we want Erron to lose. I think we all do. Until that balance patch comes, we want him to lose. Anyway, let's look into some more of Erron's strings. Let me think. So we've done 4-3-2, 2-1-2-1-2, back 2, forward 4. Now, okay, we can do his gun, this thing. Now, this is a very good tool, but as you just saw there, if you time it right, you can just get under the shots completely with the shoulder. Because Shao Kahn crushes a bit. He crushes highs, so he can just get underneath the gun and launch him. So if an Erron Black's going like ridiculously crazy with those high gunshots, just remember that you can shoulder through it. Every time. So that is a very, very good tip. But then again, Erron can just mix up the shots. So we can do like high, high, low. And so if you think... Well, yeah, that was too slow. But if he thinks you're going to shoulder, he can just do the low gunshot. So be wary. And as I always say, try and get a feel for what the Erron's doing and when he's going to do it. Because that is really helpful in defending against this rubbish, quite frankly. Let's see what else he's got. So, what else can we talk about here? Back 2, up 4, actually. This, again, has a flawless block gap, but it's really awkward to flawless block because the second hit is so slow. Like, it's legit. It takes eons to come out. As you can see there. This string's actually a pretty good string. It's safe on block, regardless of the flawless block. I mean, regardless of the Scud shot cancel. So, but it does have like a massive gap, so that's the only problem with it. And if he cancels into Scud shot, as you can see, it doesn't actually show the frame there, but I think he's like -1. So that string is actually really good. Just remember to, if an Erron actually does this string, remember to always flawless block it. Don't let him get away with this nonsense. But that's what I'm talking about. Let's actually go on Erron's move list. See if there's anything I'm forgetting here. Move list. So he 1-1-1, 1-1-4, I guess you could talk about. This string is like not usable, so it's fine. It's unsafe anyway, and has a gap, so you can just punish the gap. 2-1-2-2 we've spoken about. Back 2-2-2 we've spoken about. Back 2 up 4 we've spoken about. Forward 2-1. That also has a gap, and as you can see, it's hella punishable, so the Errons will not use that. 3-2, they won't use that unless they're full screen. Like all these gun strings, they'll use at full screen to try and projectile you when like acid's on the floor. So yeah, for the most part, that's all the strings, but I'm going to talk about the one I just tagged. So if we change to that and then we record, we do 1-1-4. This string is +1, as you'll see. However, it does have a flawless block gap. If I can do it. See that? Just get used to the timing. Remember to let go of block as soon as the second hit of the string comes out, so that you can get the flawless block as easy as possible. Because if you guys didn't know, if you like block and then let go of block and then immediately try and flawless block, it won't work. As you can see that. And the flawless block advantage is still +1 as well, so A flawless block attack punish is necessary for the string. It's not like Lu's forward 4-3 up 3 or Jade's back 3 4-3 4. You're gonna have to get flawless block attack punish on that. But again, with Shao Kahn, he does that good damage. So yeah, it's just good in that case for Shao Kahn. And his up 2 reach is like so far. So yeah. And I guess something I didn't talk about, if we go to record some Erron here, 2-1 is -3. So Errons normally like to go for 2-1 staggers. To combat this, just down 1. That's literally what you have to do. As soon as you see a 2-1 and he doesn't commit, just down 1 him. Just stop him in his tracks. I mean, it's -3. Online it may be quite difficult, but just down 1 him. Just to keep him in check and so he respects you. And then when he starts blocking after 2-1, now then you know you've got him scared. So then you start going for grabs, forward 3s, down 4s, just whatever. Depending on what character you are, just initiate your offense. Because if he's scared because of your down 1s you keep doing, that's when you know you've done well and you've conditioned him appropriately. Now we're going to get into his special moves. Hold on, where am I going? Alright, let's untag this. Special moves. So we've got Acid. I don't really think I need to talk about Acid. It's one of the best moves in the game. It's one of the best round enders, if not the best round ender in the game. You guys pretty much know about this. Slide, you guys know about it. It's a slide. It's 21 frames on start, which is quite slow, and it's -15. So just use your max punish on that every time. Scud shot. I guess I can talk about Scud shot. Yeah, talk about Scud shot. Let's talk about Scud shot, shall we? Now, as you can see, Scud shot parries spear. Now, normally, what I do when an Erron decides to Scud shot me is hammer lunge, because as you can see, it just goes over. But if he delays it slightly, and I hammer lunge too late, oh no! So see, it still hits him. Ah, see, there you go. You're gonna want to try and time the hammer lunge when you think that Erron's going to pull the trigger. But for the most part, Scud shot is going to be the bane of your life as a Shao Kahn player. It's just the second you move, you're going to get shot for like, I don't know, how much damage does it do? Hold on. 7%, and it puts you full screen again for him to throw his acid and start his nonsense. So yeah, Scud shot's just a ridiculous move, and the fact that it's safe on block, I just don't even know. I think what they should do to change it is make it high, honestly. And then it'll be cool from there. Maybe make it cost a bar of offensive and defensive. I don't know, but we'll see what they do with it, because hopefully, fingers crossed, the patch is coming soon. But yeah, let's see the other special moves he's got. So in terms of Scud shot, you're going to want a hammer lunge to get over it. If you successfully read it, then you can obviously amp the hammer lunge. If he's in the corner, you get a full combo of the hammer lunge. It's just a generally good counter to it. And as I said, if he gets the gun out, you can just use a shoulder and it will crush the high ones, which is good. And also, if he decides to do the low ones, sometimes it's too slow and the shoulder will hit anyway. So it's win-win. Let's go to move list. Locked and loaded, I talked about. I guess his fatal blow. The infamous Erron back fatal blow. In my opinion, the best fatal blow in the game. I don't think Jax's is better than this, if I'm honest. I don't even have it. Wow, what a noob. Let's give it to... there we go. Now, you cannot react to this. You just can't. It's a 10 frame high, full screen. You're not reacting to this. Now, the thing is about this, it has hella recovery, so you can easily punish this on whiff. And even on block. If you stand block it, it's a bit harder, but if you crouch block it, it's extremely easy to whiff punish. Because as you can see, it takes ages to recover. So yeah, for the most part, if you think an Erron's going to do this, just legit duck it. There are scenarios where he can chip you out though, which I've found. Like if he does... that does quite a bit of chip. Because you're expecting overheads, right? So this is all going to hit you. So that does hella chip damage, but yeah. For the most part, what you're going to want to do is just duck. So that still hit me. You can't let go of block too early either. Max punish. Or just make it hurt. Should we talk about barking irons? I guess so. There's not really much to talk about. Hold on, let me go to barking irons. Barking irons, here we go. So for barking irons, literally the main thing he's got is the slide cancels, but the majority of the slide cancels are unsafe. So basically, if you see a slide cancel, what you're going to want to do is challenge it. -4, see? So he's minus. So you're going to want to always press your offense after he does a slide cancel. However, the mix-up is he going to commit? Because if he commits to the slide and I down one, I'm going to lose, obviously. But then you just block the slide. So that's the mix-up there. But for the most part, this variation isn't really used because 52 card pickup is so good. So yeah, I won't really worry about this. And then also in this variation, he gets a pretty decent tick throw in forward 3. But there's like a method of getting past this because you're gonna try and flawless block anyway. So you're gonna like just let go of block and then block immediately again. And if you see him with the command throw, obviously going for the big boy punish. As you can see here, if he does forward 3-2, I can flawless block it. As like so. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Erron Black, guys. If I've forgotten anything, please tell me in the comments. I'd love to know, of course. I can make a follow-up video if you guys need any more info. But I think I've covered pretty much everything about how Shao Kahn overcomes Erron Black. Also put in the comments the matchup guide you want me to do next. Thank you for all you guys' support. I hope the mic's good because it took me a damn long time to set it up. But yeah, with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Look out for a casuals and combat league video coming soon. And yeah, take care. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.